Yesterday, someone was asking me how they can use AI in their food takeaway business. So I decided to build this AI agent, which can take orders, upsell you things, and also send you a confirmation. So let's dive into it and see how you can also build this all by using GHL's native voice AI agents. So let's get started. So I'm going to give an inbound call to my AI agent to show you the demo first. Then we will get into the back end of things. Okay, so let's get started with this call. Hello.
You have reached Dumplings Takeaway. How can I help you today?
Hey, I just want to make some orders.
What deliciousness can I wrap up for you today? Dumplings, noodles, or maybe some rice dishes?
What dumplings do you have?
We've got a tasty lineup. For dumplings, we have pork, chicken, vegetarian, shrimp, and pan-fried pork. Our noodles come in chicken stir-fry, vegetarian stir-fry, and beef stir-fry.
Okay.
If you're into rice,
Yeah, so I think I like to have one pork and one chicken, please.
great choice. So 1 order of pork dumplings and 1 order of chicken dumplings. Would you like to add any sides or sauces to make it extra special? Maybe some spring rolls or spicy chili oil?
How much are they? Hello.
Hey there. The pork dumplings are $8.99, and the chicken dumplings are also $8.99. Spring rolls are $5.99.
Okay, so yeah. So what is the chili sauce? How much is it?
The spicy chili oil is just 50 cents. It's a
Cool.
great way to add a little kick to your dumplings.
Yeah, cool,
Would you
cool.
like me to
Yeah,
add
yeah,
it?
sure. Okay, so yeah, just please add the chili oil, please. One.
Got it. 1 order of pork dumplings, 1 order of chicken dumplings, and some spicy chili oil. Anything else to make your meal even more delicious?
Do you have any drinks?
Absolutely. We've got soft drinks for $2.99, bottled water for $2.49, and iced green tea for $3.99. What sounds good to you?
I'll take a soft drink, please.
Great choice. So, 1 soft drink added to your order. Let me confirm. Pork dumplings, chicken dumplings, spicy chili oil, and a soft drink. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds great. So what is my total?
Let me tally that up for you. One moment. Your total comes to $21.46. Ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Could I get your contact information to finalize the order?
Yeah, sure. It's the same phone number that I'm calling from.
Perfect. I'll use the number you're calling from. Your order will be ready for pickup shortly. Thanks for choosing Dumplings Takeaway and have a dumpling-tastic day.
Awesome. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
If you need anything else,
Sure. Okay, so that was the call. Now I should also get an email with the details of the order that I made. So I'm just going to take you to my contact record and show you the email. Okay. So at the end of the call, I'm also creating an invoice, and you can see all the things that I've ordered: pork dumpling 1 and chicken dumpling 1, and they are $8.99 each, and spicy chili oil for 50 cents, and the soft drink 1 for $2.99, and these are the individual prices, and here is the grand total. So this is how the system works. The AI agent asks you what you want and give you price, and it also upsells you, and at the end of the call it gives you the total if you want to know the total. And when the call is finished, the AI agent is going to send you the total bill as well. So let's see how it is done. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through the agent first, and then I'll show you how to set it up. Okay, so here is the agent, which you can access going into your sub account settings and click on Voice AI Agents, and then you can select the agents that you have created. So inside this agent, you can see you have to give an agent a name. This is for identification purposes. And then you have to give the business name, and you have to select a voice. There are few voices that you can select. So I just selected Samantha as a voice, And as of now, you can only make inbound calls. So that is selected by itself. Then you have to give the initial message. So here my initial message is, hey, you have reached Dumpling Takeaway. How can I help you today? So that's what Samantha told me as soon as I gave her a call. Okay. So now second one is the agent goals. This is where we set up the prompt and the tool calls or actions. Now you can see this is my prompt, and inside the prompt I also have the products and its prices and the details of how this whole conversation should go ahead. Once the prompt is ready, you can now set up the actions that you want the AI agent to take. So in this case, there are 4 options readily available for you out of the box. One is call transfer, second one is trigger workflow, and third one is update contact field, and the fourth one is send an SMS. So in this case, I have only used update contact field, and I have also used a trigger workflow when the call is completed. So updating contact field, if you go inside this, you can see I have 2 contacts field that I'm updating. One is the order details. So when the order is finalized, I want to capture the order details along with the price. That's what I'm telling the AI to do. And I have also given an example of how I want to capture this detail. Okay, the second one is actually redundant, but I was testing it out. So you can also get the order total from the call transcript, and you can save that into a custom field as well. Then I also have a workflow that I'm triggering at the end of the call. And this is the workflow that is going to send me the confirmation email with the bill or the pricing table at the end of the call. These are the agent goals that you need to set up. Then you have phone and availability. You can select one of the phone numbers available to you under this sub account and connect that phone number to this agent. So whenever an inbound call comes to this phone number, this agent will take care of that call. So if you only want this agent to respond during your office hours, you can set that availability. And whenever the inbound call comes in during that hours, then only the agent will respond. Otherwise, there won't be any response. You can set up a missed call text back for that. So I'm not going to get into all that. So I'm just going to show you how you can set it up from scratch. Okay. So to create a voice agent, all you have to do is go into your sub account and click on the settings and find voice AI agents. And you can see all the voice agents you have created so far. If you haven't created, it will be blank. You can create a new agent by clicking here, create an agent. So first thing you need to do is give an agent a name. In this case, we can call this takeaway agent and give a business name. I was calling this dumpling takeaway in the previous case. You can call it anything, dumplings by the bay, for example, and that's the name of the business now. And you can select any voices from here. So I'm just going to go with the default voice. If you want to test out the voice, you click here and you can.
Make absolutely sure there are no smiles available.
So by clicking play, you can actually test out the voice. And by default, inbound is selected. You don't have to do anything here. And now you can change this agent's initial message to something that you want to say. So, hey, this is Samantha from Dumplings by the Bay. How can I help you today? So this is our initial message. And once that's done, click next. This is where you can set up the agent's goal. And this view gives you the simple version of it. If your requirement is very simple, you can just select name, email address, and contact issue and click save. Then it would create a very simple prompt for you. But if you want more granular control over your prompting and the actions that you want to take, I would suggest you click to advanced mode. Once you switch to advanced mode, you cannot come back to the simpler mode. So be mindful about that. Okay. So I'm going to switch to advanced mode now by clicking here. So now I can edit this prompt. Okay. So this prompt itself is very good. If you're going to create a customer support specialist, this prompt itself is really good. But now our requirement is to build a voice agent for a dumpling takeaway shop. We have to create our own prompt. I'll show you an easy way to create a prompt, but you can always create your own prompt however you create it. So this is how I created this prompt for the previous demo. So what I do is I go to ChatGPT and I tell ChatGPT to create a prompt for me. Okay. So here is how I created it. So I said, you are an expert voice AI prompt engineer. Your task is to help me create a voice AI agent for a takeaway shop called Dumplings Takeaway. That was for my previous demo. Okay. So your first task is to create a demo menu for the takeaway shop along with prices. So firstly, I asked ChatGPT to create a menu for this shop. So ChatGPT came up with this menu. This is the exact menu that I used in the prompt. So you can copy and paste this menu. And next, I want to build a brand voice for this shop. So I asked to create a brand voice, and the brand voice was warm and playful and approachable. And there is an example for that brand voice. So now that I have a brand voice and menu, I asked to incorporate this into the prompt and to create a prompt for the voice AI agent. So that is the prompt for the agent now. So I have a step-by-step interaction flow and everything ready to go. Okay. Now in this prompt, ChatGPT did not give me the menu inside. So I asked ChatGPT to include the menu as well. So this is my final prompt. So I copy the whole thing from top to bottom. And all I have to do is paste that into the prompt for my agent. So that's pretty much how I created this prompt. So all I have to do now is go back and copy and paste this prompt that I have now. But the thing is that the prompts that you see here, some of them are really good. You actually want to keep them. So what I did is that I just pasted my prompt about this, and I kept the background details and other details that were already available in the prompt as it is. So a few things you probably need to change. Just go through the prompt, and whatever doesn't make sense, you just remove it. So for example, like you actually want to keep the tool triggers and such inside the prompt, and maybe this background information is wrong, so I just need to remove that. You can also add a little bit more. So here in background info, your goal is to gather contact information, if applicable, use appropriate tool. So here I could also add gather contact information, take orders, gently upsell, confirm, and finalize the order, and if applicable, use appropriate tool. So that's all I did, and now my prompt is pretty much ready. Now what I want is to capture the order details. So in order to do that, what I have to do is update a contact field. But before updating a contact field, you have to create a custom field to store that value. So when you are creating a custom field, the thing to remember is it can only accept text value. So if you are creating a number or anything else, it cannot accept it. So I actually wanted to capture the total value, and I created a number field, but when I tried to use that field, it was not available. So that's when I realized that you can only use text related field, either short text or a long text only. So that's one thing to remember. So here, what I'm going to do is my first action is to capture the order details when the order is finalized. So I'm going to call it get order details. So even the action name and the description of the action becomes part of the system prompt. So it is really important that you give very accurate action names and description so that AI can understand what your intentions are. So get order details is a very descriptive action name for this particular action. And now I want to update a certain field, and I am going to update order details field, which is a long text field, and then what to update in this field. So here I'm going to say, I'm going to copy and paste it here. So it says only when the order is confirmed and finalized, capture the order details along with price. And now you also need to give an example. When you give an example, the AI model kind of try to replicate the same thing. So that's why examples are really important. So I also have an example exactly like the way I want. So I'm just going to copy and paste it here. So in this example, what I'm going to do is I want the item name and the quantity and its item price and the total price for that specific product. Similarly, I want to capture other items as well, and this is exactly what I want to capture, this order details. So now I have given my example, I have given my description, and I have given an action name. Now I can save this, and you can see update contact field is added. Now I'm capturing one contact field. So if you want to add more contact field, you can go in here and click new field, and this is how you can add more fields. So I was thinking I also need to capture the total value of the order, but now that I'm capturing all the items along with its price, it's very easy for me to calculate just with that data itself. So I don't really need to capture the total in a different field. But in case you want to do that, this is how you do it. You can just give a name, get total could be the get order total could be the name. Then you have to select a custom field, but the problem is that you cannot access a number of fields in here. So I had to create a text field first and then convert it using number formatter, but then I didn't have to use it because I'm already getting the total value from all the itemized price itself. So that's why we are not going to capture order total now. So I'm just going to go cancel this, confirm. Now we are only collecting order detail. So that's all I need for this particular requirement. And then the next one is trigger a workflow when the call is completed. And then I have created a workflow. So I'm going to show you that workflow now. So when the call is completed, at the end of the call, when the transcript is available, we want to trigger a workflow. And in this workflow, you can use the whole transcript from the call and capture data and send it either to yourself or to the customer. Okay, so here is my workflow. So you don't really need a trigger for this because at the end of the call, the contact will be added into this workflow. So you don't really need a particular trigger for this workflow. Okay, so you don't really need this format number, but in case you're wondering, this is how you can do it. You can format a number and you are getting the order total as a text, and then you change that into a number. I was just testing, so you don't really need this. So I'm just going to delete this now. And the main step we have here is a GPT action. And inside the GPT action, what I'm doing is that convert the following text into properly formatted menu using HTML tags. So let me make this bigger. So you can see here is the sample input that I'm sending with item name, quantity, item price, and total. And at the end, what I want is a table with all the items and its prices. And I want that in an HTML format so that I can show it inside an email. Okay. So this is a sample format that I want. Then I'm going to give my custom field here, contact order details, which we are capturing from the call. And now AI will work its magic on this custom field input value and make this something like this. And it will store that as a GPT response. Okay, so you save that. In the next action, if you're sending an email, all you have to do is use that chat GPT response from your drop down. So click here, go to GPT action, select the GPT action, and get the response. Okay, so you get something like this. So this response or the output would be in HTML format. Okay, so that's what you saw earlier in my example. You're getting the email like this with item quantity, item price, and subtotal in a nice box. So this table is actually the ChatGPT response, which we are generating here. Okay, so that's how I am able to send the final bill in the table format. And that's pretty much it. So once that is done, you click save and publish that. And then you come here and select that workflow from here. And all you have to do is now click save. As an admin, you can also receive an email notification after the call. If you want to do that, you can just check this box and select the users, and they would also receive the call transcript and the call summary and such. So for now, I don't really need that. So I'm just going to uncheck this and save this. And that's pretty much it. And now we go to phone and availability. This is where you select the phone number you want to connect to this agent, so that whenever there's an inbound call to this particular number, this specific agent will answer that call. And you can also set working hours for the agent if you have certain availability. So if you're Monday available from 8 to 5, you can set that here. If your agent is available 24/7, you don't need that. You just uncheck this and click save. But for a dumpling shop, probably it would make sense to have a certain availability. So in that case, you can check these boxes and set that availability. Okay. So that's it. So that's how you can create a Go high level voice AI agent. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. And by adjusting agent goals and triggering a workflow during the call and updating contact field during the call, you can build very creative solutions just using this inbound voice AI agent. So I'm really excited about the possibilities and opportunities available using this voice AI agent. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.